I mean, I think we'd be attractive. I think we're attractive to any conference, given the scope of where we are, considering FCS. I mean, there are other FCS leagues I'm sure would love to have us in the league. But, you know, I'm sure to a portion of the FBSs, the profile of our institution and our athletic program are attractive.
One of the things the report speaks to on the facility side, on the support system side, on the fiscal side, is that we are very well positioned if we just stay where we are. But some of that's due to the last 10 years. Folks who have been here for more than 10 years would know that our facilities were not nearly what they are now back 10 years ago. We needed to pay attention to our facilities. We needed to do so at our level, and that was the decision that was made. The study now says that if we stay where we are, we've got great facilities, but the facilities we have also meet the expectations should the decision be made to move. Our support systems are the same way. We take tremendous care in making sure that we have a great experience for our student athletes. The consultants respond to that. All of those things go into the minimized impact, if you will, in the financial section, because we don't have to ramp up facilities. We don't have to ramp up support systems. And so all of those things, as the consultant speaks to them, are favorable should we receive an invitation and should it be something that we would choose to pursue.
Oh, there's only one exception to what Jeff just said, and you'll see it in the report. The consultants clearly say you need to do something at the Convocation Center. So that's there.
The initial charge from the institution to the consultants was to help us assess our program, both at the FCS level and the FBS level. And as we are doing our strategic planning, again, Jeff alluded to it, but it's incredibly important to continue to remind ourselves that the study was not a standalone document. The study was an element of our overall strategic planning process. That process continues because we are releasing this now, and it would be premature for us to conclude a strategic planning process while we're still gathering feedback and reviewing what is best for the institution long term.
Yes. As part of the overall comprehensive plan, we, over the span of the next year, will develop individual strategic plans for each sport. And we'll look at them from the standpoint of compatibility, academic success, top to bottom. Right now, it's education and feedback. Let's make sure everybody understands clearly what it is that we're talking about. And let's make sure everybody has a chance to get back and respond to us.
So the biggest problem we've had lately is I think everybody thought this board was going to vote today on us going somewhere. We're close to that. We're in a strategic planning thing here, and this is just one component of it.
Right. So overall, how satisfied are you guys with the report that was put out?
That these two I'm
I think they've done a marvelous job. I think they've been very thorough. Jeff's done a great job working with them on every ingredient of the report in terms of reviewing it. I think they've done an excellent job.
Is there any part of the report that you maybe didn't expect, or some kind of recommendation or report that maybe you hadn't considered?
I think the one surprise we all had was that we would have thought under Title IX we may have had to add some women's sports. We don't have to as you read the report. I think that was the biggest surprise.
Yeah, it was very surprising. Yeah. I think the two elements for me were Title IX, and I think the financial portion of the report ended up, like Charlie said earlier, long term it paints a very different picture than probably what I would have envisioned. And a good part of that was the due diligence that we did looking at the FCS element of if we were to stay where we are, where that's going to go long term.